Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today's video is a very long awaited one. I've mentioned this so many times in my recent videos, and finally I'm getting around to filming the flat tour. Now, just as a really quick update, if you guys watched my recent vlog on my channel, if you haven't, I will link it down in the description. I did tell you all that I am now self-employed, and obviously that is a massive thanks to you guys that I've been able to kind of go at YouTube full-time and make this my full-time role at the moment. I did also mention that there were going to be quite a few changes happening. Now, one of the biggest changes is that we're actually going to be moving out of this flat. I personally like to keep things very real and very honest with you guys. I'd rather you kind of know a little bit more about my life rather than me just trying to like hide things and not be honest. But obviously going self-employed in any role is a huge financial risk. There are so many other risks to it as well, but financially it is the biggest thing that you're kind of risking, because realistically month to month you never know how much money you're going to make. You could have a really good month, you could have a really bad one. And currently Brad and I live in London. That is where this flat is, and as you can imagine, the price of this place does not come cheap. Obviously, while I've had a salary, I kind of know exactly how much I'm being paid each month. I know that I can cover my rent and bills every month, but going self-employed, I just cannot guarantee that. I honestly know that I would be fine, but I would rather not take the risk of owing that money to somebody that I don't even know, or owing ridiculous amounts of rent compared to what I could be paying where we're actually moving to. So that being said, Brad and I on the 7th of December, so literally a week from today, we are going to be moving back to my family home, which is in Norfolk. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys may be like, oh, well, that's like a step down, but it's allowed me to do what I want to do, and honestly it's just going to be a bit of a tester for me to see if I can make this work full time. Not only that though, obviously living in London is very expensive, and both of us kind of sat back, looked at our bank balances and thought we literally could have put a deposit down on a house by now. Like, renting in itself is honestly a little bit of a waste of money. So if you're living at home right now and you're around about my age, stay there for as long as you can and save up for a house. Don't rent, it is a waste of money. Saying that though, I'm sure that we will end up renting somewhere else in the future, because neither of us really want to leave London, but it's just the best thing for both of us at the moment. It means that we can start saving money, we can go on more holidays, we can think about traveling, think about buying a house. Like, it just makes so much sense at the moment. So yeah, quite frankly and honestly, that is what I'm doing. That is the position that we're in at the moment. We, as I say, are going to be moving back in with mum and dad. I'm going to have my own little studio in the house. Like, it's all working so well, and it just makes sense. Like, we'd kind of be silly not to, and because the opportunities come up, that is exactly what we're doing. But yeah, sadly we are moving out of this place in a week, and I honestly think that we're both going to just sit here and cry, because I love this place so much. This exact flat has been our home for only 6 months, but we literally lived next door. I will go outside and I'll show you what I mean by when I say we lived next door, because it is literally that flat there. So we've lived in this building for 2 years now, and it's just our home. Like, I absolutely love it. I feel so safe here. I love the place that we live in. I'm just really gonna miss it. But obviously at the moment our position that we're going into is going to be so much better for both of us. It just means that we won't get to live in this gorgeous place. So that being said, that was a massive update. I've already been speaking for 4 minutes, so sorry if you didn't really want to hear the update and you just want to see the flat. But I'm now going to switch to my other camera, and I'm going to kind of film this vlog style. But also, I personally am very nosy, so when I watch people's flat tours, I always want them to like open drawers and open cupboards and like see what's in there. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys. I'm not just going to kind of overview it. I'm literally going to like show you what's in our drawers and show you what's in that cupboard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm literally going to go in depth about this. So if you are excited about this video, then please do give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me in the future, please do hit subscribe down below. But yeah, that being said, I am just going to get straight on into this tour. I'm really hoping that no one comes out of their flat right now, because otherwise I'd think I'm a bit weird. But I just want to quickly show you that this is what I mean by we live next door. This is our old flat right here, and then this is where we are currently living. So this is kind of what you see as soon as you come in through the door. So I guess I'm just going to start in this kind of area. So right here on our left, we have all of our coats hanging up on a little coat hanger, which is one of the ones that kind of hooks over this door, which is great because obviously we live in a 1-bedroom flat and there isn't the most space in the world. So then in here is the kind of washer dryer and all of our junk, I guess. I feel like everybody has one of those cupboards where they just put stuff. This is that cupboard for us. This is like loads of files and stuff to do with the flat when we moved in. I don't know, I don't really deal with that stuff. Brad does it. And then, like I say, we have the washer dryer down here. And then in here is like our boiler and God knows what. And then a load of reusable bags and a mini little ironing board. So that's kind of like the utility cupboard. Now, a little disclaimer, I'm not going to be showing you guys the bedroom purely because I've literally tidied this entire flat to show you guys and put everything in that room. And as you can imagine, we are trying to pack up loads of stuff right now, so it's just not even a hot mess, like it's just a mess. Yeah, just a pre-warning that I'm not going to be showing you the bedroom. Anyway, back to this area. So yeah, we have all of our coats on here. Honestly, me and Brad have way too many coats. We have even more on the one in our bedroom, so I don't really know why that is, but there you go. And then as you come around here, like I said, this door here leads into the bedroom, but then this one here is our bathroom. So to be fair, we do have quite a spacious bathroom considering it's a little one bed. This is kind of just like an overview of it. Please bear in mind that everything's going to be a little bit sparse just because we are trying to pack up and get everything sorted for moving. So we have this massive mirror here, which is literally perfect for doing my makeup and see what my outfits look like and stuff. And then also what's good about this is that it's actually a cupboard. So we've got even more storage behind here. This honestly was full of like travel size products, so much stuff that we just never use. And I cleared it all out and took it all home because we just do not need it here at all. So yeah, there's more storage behind there, which is perfect. And then on the right here we have more little storage shelves, and honestly I wish that these look really cute, but I just don't have time for that, especially because most of the stuff that we used to use has kind of gone back to mum and dad's already. So I've kind of just shoved some little hand towels in here. I have a little Ted Baker body lotion there, and then just a couple of the products that I'm kind of using at the moment. Also, I must add that today we are going to a spa, so I've also packed a load of my stuff to head there, so hence why this looks like the only stuff that I use. It definitely isn't, but yeah, they are the little storage shelves. And then this is kind of like our little unit, I guess. This is the kind of sink area. We just have a soap and yeah, you know what a sink area looks like. Then we just have a little bin down here, obviously toilet roll, you don't even need to know about all that. And then we have this really decent sized like shower bath area. Brad is literally 6'2", and luckily this shower is just about tall enough for him. That is the kind of shower area. And then on the left here we literally just have a towel rail. There's 2 of us that live in this flat. We really do not need this many towels, and trust me, that's probably only half of them. But yeah, that is our little bathroom, which is super cute. I love the tiling and everything. This building is a new build, and we were the first people to live in our old flat, and we were the second people to live in this one. So everything is obviously like brand new. It all looks really nice still, and it's given me so much inspiration for when we buy a house. Like, I love this kind of neutral tones tiling. I just think it's absolutely stunning. So yeah, that is the bathroom. Oh, and in case we needed any more towels, there's some more on the back of the door here. Okay, so then you kind of come into the main living area of the flat. With most one beds, you'll find that they kind of just have like a massive open plan living area, which is exactly what this one has. As you come round, we just have all of our most used shoes here on this shoe rack. This thing on the wall here is our kind of like intercom, so when people ring up, we can see who it is and then like buzz them in or not buzz them in. So that is what that is for. And then that is like some kind of energy saver thing that literally hasn't worked since we came here, so that's good. But then anyway, I guess I'll start with the kitchen. It's just to the right of the area that I just showed you. So this is an overview of it. Honestly, I way prefer this to our old kitchen. Our old kitchen was kind of just like all the way along the back wall, and it didn't really feel like you were kind of going to the kitchen to make a drink. I love that this is kind of in the corner. I think it makes it a lot more homely and a little bit cozier. So yeah, this is the overview. So as you guys would have seen if you saw my Desenio video, we have this little good morning print on the wall, which I just think is so cute. I would have loved to have put like more wall art on here and everything, and if we were staying here for longer, I'm sure that I would have gone to the efforts of that, but as we've only been here for 6 months, this is kind of all we've done. But then to the right we have some more storage shelves. Up there we have like tea, coffee and sugar. Funny story actually, those tea bags are now in a Tupperware because Brad bought me some really lovely flowers, which I'll show you in a minute. He bought me them the other day, and I was like, we've literally packed all the vases, so we had to take tea bags out of a Kilner jar, and I've put the flowers in a Kilner jar. That is kind of what's up in that corner. Up here we usually have mugs. There are usually a lot more than that, but everything seems to be in the dishwasher at the moment, and we're trying to kind of cut down on what we use so we can pack everything else up. But then on this shelf we have like glasses in the back. There's gin glass, champagne glasses. That was from my 21st birthday. I bought these from a place called Neon Sheep, I want to say. It was a little pop-up in Westfields, and these were like £2.50 each. They're like the most decent sized mugs, and for £2.50 I thought they were really cute. So that's where they're from if you're interested. I think they must be online as well, I'm not really sure. But then we have like salt and pepper, all the random stuff. And then right in the back there, I'm sure as you can see, we have my little crazy straws, which seems to make an entrance in most videos that I film nowadays. But yeah, that is this kind of shelf area. Again, I would have loved to make this a little bit more like of a feature in the room and have ornaments and stuff in there, but we just use it as an open cupboard basically and just shove everything in there. So then this cupboard here has all of our plates and crockery and stuff in it. Again, we have so many, considering that 2 of us live here, like it's actually a joke. Who needs that many bowls? I think we have about 10. There's just no need for it. So this is all stuff that I think we're going to give my nan quite a lot of stuff when we move, because there's no point in us kind of like packaging up stuff that we've already used to then buy a house and get out like old stuff. We might as well buy new stuff. So yeah, we're going to be giving this away. We're obviously not just going to throw it. That will all kind of go to a new home when we come to move, but that is what's in the cupboard there. And then we have a built-in microwave. Honestly, I've met so many people in my life now that have never grown up with a microwave. I don't know how people do it. Let me know down below if you have a microwave. That's a really weird thing to say, but honestly, I just use them for everything. I think they're so important to have in a home. So yeah, this one is built in to the unit, which is really good. And honestly, I use this way too much for way too many unhealthy foods. So yeah, microwave there. And then above here, we have another little storage cupboard, which we've cleared out, but that had stuff like water bottles, Tupperware, like just all random bits and bobs that you kind of need in the kitchen but you want to shove away. That is the storage on this first wall. As much as this is quite a small little kitchen in the corner of the room, it has the most ridiculous amounts of storage, as you will see when I go into these cupboards. So then here we have our kind of like tin can, pasta, dried food type cupboard. I feel like everyone has one of these as well. But yeah, we have some red Thai curry paste shots, some noodles, some naan bread, some pasta sauces, I don't even know what that is, couscous, some more sauces all the way back there, some like casserole dishes and stuff. Literally just all bits and bobs that have the most ridiculous shelf time. So yeah, that is kind of what this bottom shelf is. And then above we have just some Cheerios and some shredded wheat really randomly. I can't remember the last time I ate either of them. And then some protein that Brad hasn't used again in a long time, because I can't remember the last time we went to the gym either. So that is the cupboard in the corner of the unit. And then moving on to the one next to it, in here again is tin cans. We used to have all of our drinks stored up here. Those are cigars that Brad bought in Turkey, don't ask. So we have a few tonics. These are like some little cocktail mixers that I got for Christmas last year. Some tequila rosé, of course. And then down here we have some more like tin cans, our eggs. Do you store your eggs in the fridge or the cupboard? I store mine in the cupboard, Brad stores them in the fridge, and I always get them out of the fridge and put them back in the cupboard because I just don't think they go in the fridge. Anyway, then we have like some passata, don't know what this is, a mugshot, really random stuff. Like you can tell that we're kind of ceasing to care about what goes where. And then some ready brek because I'm an actual baby and prefer that to normal oats. These are also Brad's. So yeah, that is what is in that cupboard. And then here, this is the cupboard that's above the stove. In here, it's a really like slim one. Oh my God. Excuse the amount of garlics we have. I really need to explain this. So basically, if you guys have watched that vlog, you will know that we do HelloFresh, and every single week you get one whole garlic, and we just don't use that much garlic in our dishes, so they've just collected. We really just need to throw them out. But yeah, that's why we have so many garlics in this cupboard. You can barely fit anything in here, but it's really good for like spices. We've got some salt, pepper, seasoning, crap ton of garlics, stuffing, peppercorns, some stock cubes, like literally anything you can think of. But that is the one just above the stove. And then finally, the last cupboard in the kitchen is this one here, which kind of has all of our baking stuff. And then this is all breakfast bits, so spreads, honey, Horlicks, hot chocolate. That again is an everyday long life food shelf. Yeah, they are all the cupboards in the kitchen. And then coming down to the counter, again, excuse this. This is a really nice advent calendar that I bought for Brad because I'm such a good girlfriend. So this is an overview of the counter. So in the corner here we have this little knife block, which is from Dunelm, I believe, and it's basically just a magnetic one. This is so handy, and I think it was like 20 quid. If you just leave a comment down below of something that you've seen that you want to know where it's from, I'll just reply to your comment with a link to it, because it might be easier to do it that way, because there obviously is so much in this flat. But then here we have this marble utensil pot. This is from John Lewis. Then we have some olive oil just sitting on the side of the stove. Then this is our hob that we have. It's an induction hob, which I personally find that these These are so good. I find them so easy to cook on. This little guy here is from my friend India. When we first moved in, she gave us a new home card and it had this little like gnome magnet on it. So he's been on every oven that I've had since then. So thanks, Ins. And then moving over here, we have some rice and then also a load of pasta. Not, yeah, they are meant to be full of pasta and rice. I think that these were from Dunelm again. Then here we have a little print. I did have a framed print here, which I loved. It said, "This is my happy place," but that it has been packed up for the move. But this one says, "The best is yet to come." I love that typography, and it's in this kind of like foiled writing. So then here, this used to be on our coffee table and it used to be full of sweets, but it was just such a bad influence that we cleared it all out, and now there is just a bag of sherbet lemons in there really randomly. And then this is our kind of like coffee station making tea type area. So we have our little Nespresso coffee machine. Highly rate these. And also Christmas is coming up and they have the best deals. I believe these are meant to be like 120 maybe, or 150 even, and we got this over Christmas for 60 quid, along with like loads of pods and that little milk frother thing. So keep an eye out over Christmas, because honestly I would recommend these if you're a coffee lover. So that is going to come back to mum and dad's with us, and we're going to put that in our office upstairs that we're going to have there. And then yeah, we just have a couple of little mugs. These are from John Lewis. These are from Nespresso. They are to make like iced coffees. At the back there we just have a bag of new pods. And then over to the sink area. Do excuse the dirty washing in the sink at the moment, but this is kind of overall what it looks like. We have a little draining side here, just the washing up, you know, usual. Everybody has a sink. And then finally I just have a little tray over in the corner here, which usually has like flowers in a vase on and stuff, but for right now it has a little rubbish bag, which is nice. So this right here is our dishwasher. Again, I believe that this is full, so do excuse that. Then in here we have, these used to be bins. You could have one for recycling, you could have one for your usual rubbish, for food waste, but we just didn't use it like that, and we've actually now got this bin here, which is from Argos. So we just ended up taking the bin bags out and using these as more storage. So we have like pastas in here, all of our like tin foil, greaseproof paper, cling film, some drinks in here, some squash, some tonic again. I believe that's some lemonade, which I didn't actually know we had. Great. And then a load of plastic bags that we obviously reuse to take to the shops when we go. So that is kind of what's in that cupboard. And then in here I have my cleaning cupboard. I say my cleaning cupboard, but Brad does more cleaning than me. But yeah, I'm sure when I move into a home I will absolutely up my cleaning game, but that is kind of what's in there at the moment. We just have some fairy dishwasher pods, a reusable bag that we take to the shops again, some bleach, a hot water bottle, like really random stuff in here, bin bags, God knows what. So that is the little cupboard in the corner. And then here we have the pots and pans cupboard. So this again is an absolute hot mess. I've kind of just shoved everything in there to be able to film this video. But I also have my little slow cooker, which is from Brad's mum last Christmas, and also a toaster down there. So I'm not really going to go into detail on that one because again, we all know what a pot and pan looks like. I've obviously showed you the oven, which is just to the right of that cupboard I just showed you. And then finally we have these 3 drawers here at the end. So in the top one here we have all of our cutlery. I bought this little storage thing from Dunelm, I think, again. I'm really sorry if you were thinking that I was going to be super organised. I'm definitely not, and as you can tell, this is an accurate representation of what my cutlery drawer looks like on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, we just have all sorts in here, like garlic press. This is to cut avocados, which is the best invention ever. Thanks mum for that one. A whisk, some rope, because everyone needs that in their cutlery drawer. This is kind of a mix of one of those crap drawers and your cutlery. I don't know, we're just going to close this one, but that is the top drawer. And then in here we have potatoes, onions. This could again be a lot more tidy, and it definitely doesn't need to look like that, but that's where I keep like root vegetables and stuff that doesn't need to be stored in the fridge. And then in the bottom one, this has been mine and Brad's worst nightmare for the longest time, or not really worst nightmare, just our absolute enemy. This is our tuck drawer, we like to say. So this is where we just have so much stuff. This is really good for us. Like we have some pick and mix here from a football game that we went to the other day, some meringues, which I think have been in there for quite a while, not gonna lie, some marshmallows, a box of shortbread and a couple of crisps. But honestly, in our last flat, this drawer used to be double the size and it was full 24/7. Like every single day we would have so much stuff in there, and we'd just go to it every night and sit there with so much stuff, to the point where actually I believe I've got a video of this, so I'll insert it now, but my brother bought me, oh my god, no, it's here, this is like a little skip, and it says junk food skip on the side of it. And literally me and Brad would get that, fill it up with stuff from this drawer, and then go and sit on the sofa and watch TV with a load of crap all night. That's very minimal and actually quite good for us, but that is what is in the bottom drawer. And then over to the right here we have our fridge and a freezer, which again is all built in, which is good. So our fridge is, I was about to say looking bare, but that is not bare at all. But like I said before, we do HelloFresh, so we have like all of our ingredients for that there. Brad bought some random sandwiches yesterday because they were on offer. Above we have another storage shelf, so I have some little like falls of products there. Then there's some bagels as well. So that is the fridge. And then down here we have our freezer. Everyone has a freezer, we know what this looks like. So yeah, that is the kitchen area as a whole. I went into a lot of depth there, so sorry if you weren't that interested. But now as you come round and kind of stand in the kitchen, you almost just see like the rest of the flat. So I'm gonna start over here, which is my desk area. These are the flowers that I was telling you about earlier. So as you can see, they are sitting in this really lovely Kilner jar, which used to have our tea bags in it. But bless Brad, he bought me 2 massive bunches of lilies on my first day of self-employment. So they are currently sitting in a Kilner jar, which wouldn't be my first choice of vase, but it kind of works, so we're going with it. But anyway, this area as an overview is where I sit and edit my videos here at my computer. But this print on the wall you would have seen if you saw my Decenio video. We popped this one up here, and I had the intentions of making a whole gallery wall, so I wanted to like buy more prints and yeah, just make this whole wall almost a feature in the entire flat. These prints will all be coming home with me and will be in my studio at home. Just quickly here, we have our cleaning products. We use them quite a lot, so we just store them there when nobody's here. And then my desk area itself, I have this armchair which was here with the flat, so this was part of the furniture that the landlord gave us. It used to be in the corner of the lounge, but I don't really have an office chair, so I've kind of just claimed this armchair as my desk chair. So on here I have a little blanket from Dunelm, and then this hot water bottle because it's actually been getting really cold in here, so I've been sitting with this, which I believe is from Boots. And then I just have my computer sitting here. I used to have my desk over on that wall there, but I was honestly just staring at the wall all day, and now I can look out on the view that we have, so I way prefer it being here. So yeah, this is the area that I sit in and edit the videos that you guys always see. So that is that half of my desk. And then over here I have just one of those baskets that everyone needs on their desk to just throw things in. So that is exactly what that one is there. I don't even know what's in there. I think that's a mirror on top. They are some invoices from a Pretty Little Thing order I did. Then obviously the flowers that I just showed you guys, and then a really random box of tissues. But yeah, that is my kind of desk area. I honestly can't wait to get back to mum and dad's and completely sort out my office and make it like the nicest environment to work in, because this is lovely, but I just feel like it's just slap bang in the middle of the room and you can easily get distracted, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is what I've been working with for the last 6 months, but I do really love it. And then randomly I have one of the kitchen chairs just here because I just store a couple of things in it. So at the moment there's a couple of jumpers which I need to take some pictures of before we go away. But then talking of the kitchen chairs, I will bring you over to the kitchen table. Again, this came with the flat. We have this really lovely glass table. We honestly have used this twice since we've been here. When all of our family come over, we more often than not just sit around the coffee table and eat in the lounge area. But on here I have this Ted Baker box which my mum bought for me a couple of years ago with a load of Ted Baker items in for Christmas. Again, that's just a box that we store so much stuff in. This would be the point in the video where I'd be like, please open it, because I'm that nosy, I want to see what's in it. So I'm gonna do that for you guys. But I did warn you, it is an absolute junk drawer. So we have like a key to my nan's car that Brad's been using at the moment, some duct tape, which is obviously coming in very handy, a headphones pouch, like literally just so much stuff. So yeah, that is what is in that box on the table. And then on top, I usually just put my keys and this little thing, which so far I have not lost, and I'm so impressed with myself. I always keep it there so I know where it is. And then they are just a couple of Brad's books. Also, I always keep my handbag on the table again so I know where it is and I'm not rushing around to try and find it every time I leave the house. So that is the kitchen table. But then to the left we come over to this kind of unit, which if you guys do watch my videos you probably would recognize this quite well. This is the background I'm using for my videos at the moment. I just love what it looks like, and I just think it's a little bit more homely and gives the videos a little bit more of a cozy vibe. Again, if you did watch the Decenio video too, you will know that these prints are from there, and I love these. I think I'm going to be putting these above my desk at mum and dad's because I just think that they are so like calming. Like obviously one says breathe. This lamp came with a flat. I believe all of the furniture actually might be from a place called David Phillips. So yeah, again, if you want to know where anything's from, just comment it down below and I'll reply to you with a link. But then on here we have this clock, which is like a gorgeous copper color. This was from Asda and it was £12. I think that's an absolute steal. And then behind the lamp here we have this little guy, which is an air freshener. And then on here I have this little kind of trinket tray that says follow your dreams, and my mum and dad bought me this as a little gift when I got my first job in London. So yeah, that was really cute. Then I have a little gold pineapple that I got from TK Maxx. Don't really know why, but that's there. And then we have a reed diffuser. I believe that this one was from the Range, I think actually, which is so cheap. And honestly, we've had this probably over a month now and it's barely even gone down, so I definitely recommend this. But this is in a wash linen scent because that is my favorite smell ever. Then we have these candles here, which obviously I have never burnt because I feel like candles like this you just cannot burn. So mum bought me these when we first moved in, and it says E&B for Emily and Brad. And then I have a lounge box. I just think that this is such a cute little homeware accessory with the little bow around it. I think it looks lovely, so I just added it to that little display there. But yeah, this is a chest of drawers basically. Obviously I would love for it to be a whole like console table, but there are clothes in here. We just ran out of storage space in the bedroom, so we thought because it's black it just doesn't really make any difference with it being a chest of drawers, and it means that we have more storage. So that is what's there. To the left here we have one of these little buffets. I think that's from Asda maybe, but love that. Again, it is a little footstool, but I usually store some blankets or something on there. So then if we come round to the right here, this is kind of what we're working with the lounge area. So again, the sofa was already here, the table was already here, and the rug is ours, and then all the little accessories are obviously ours as well. So this blanket my mum very kindly bought for me for Christmas maybe, or maybe my birthday, I think. I'm not sure where she got that one from, but obviously there are so many like Instagram boutiques where you can get this type of thing from. Honestly, it is such a decoration piece. I don't necessarily sit under this and keep myself warm with it because it is a very delicate wool. So yeah, I just have that draped over the side of the sofa. All of these cushions are from Dunelm. So again, if you're looking for some really inexpensive cushions or any interior really, have a look on Dunelm because they are so good for stuff like this. Again, this throw is from Dunelm too. Me and Brad almost had an argument about this because I wanted it so badly and he was like, you don't need it, and I won. Yeah, I just have that across the back of the sofa. And then over there we have a little side table, which again was furnished with the flat. We have our Sonos Play, I think that's called, or Sonos One, but it has Alexa built into it, and it's actually a very decent price for the sound that it kicks out and everything. And then at the back there I have another lounge box because why not? This TV stand was furnished with the flat as well, and then obviously the TV is ours, and then we've got Sky and Brad's Xbox and whatnot. And then I have put these fairy lights up on the wall. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll probably recognize these from my old flat. I used to use these as my background. Honestly, at night this is the coziest thing ever, just having these lights on and the rest of the lights in the flat off. It's just the best thing ever. Like honestly, it makes it so nice and homely in here. These little curtains again came with the flat. He furnished this, so you can pull this one all the way along this window, and then on the other side here where this little console table is, there is another one for that door. But anyway, coming back to the lounge for just a minute, on the floor here just by the window we have two little candle lanterns. And funny story, in the summer we went away and it was obviously quite hot in the UK, so these candles like fully melted towards the sun, so hence why they're looking a bit wonky in there. But yeah, we bought them to go on the balcony mainly, but honestly we've actually just kept them inside. Finally, again, these are from mum. God, mum, you've fully decked out this flat. There are some little B&E light up signs. I love these. I think they're from Next, and I just think that they're such a cute little detail to the flat. These are also another item that so many places will do. Also, I have some more little fairy lights running along the back of them. And then finally we have the coffee table, which is this one here, which honestly I feel like so many people have this. I've seen it so many times on TV as well, so I think it's a very common one. But it's sitting on a rug that we got from Dunelm. This was just quite cheap. I think it was maybe like 50 quid, and it works absolutely fine. And then on the actual coffee table we have this thing here, which I believe was also from the Range. So that actual wooden tray and the candles, it came with candles that went all the way along, and it was like £9 or something ridiculous. So we picked it up, but a lot of the other candle holders were really yellow, and obviously we don't really have any yellow in this flat, so I took them out and put that little heart sign. Again, mum bought me. I just popped that in the middle because I thought it looked quite cute. And then behind there we just have some little slate coasters, and again this massive candle which was also from the Range. Yeah, that is the lounge area. And then finally, the last thing that we have to this flat is our balcony. I'll take you out there quickly, but I think it's quite windy, so you're probably not going to be able to hear me. So yeah, it's way too windy out there, but that is what the balcony looks like. That flat just there, I'm not sure if you would have been able to see while I was actually out there, but you can literally see into the guest bedroom of our old flat. And when we first moved here, it was a bit surreal to see somebody else living in there. So yeah, the flat just on the end there is our old one. And obviously the view from that balcony is a joke. You can see right the way across London. Obviously this view is absolutely incredible as well. You can see so far. And I love that we can see the hills in the background here, but we definitely don't see as much as we did from that flat. The view was unbelievable. So yeah, this is the entire flat basically. Oh, by the way, that is a box of clothes that I've completely run out of storage for, so that's just sitting out on the balcony. But yeah, this is the entire flat, and as you can see, Brad's just got home, the other person that lives here. So again, this is a little overview of it, but yeah, we're both gonna be really sad to leave here.